All right, welcome to this explainer. Consider what you're about to hear your ultimate locker room halftime speech, winning the day and studying your work. Look, if you're an ambitious student, a relentless learner, or honestly, if you're just totally fed up with operating at 50% capacity, you're exactly where you need to be. The material we're unpacking today, it is not about gentle encouragement. No, this is a tough love coaching session designed to basically rip you out of your comfort zone and throw you straight into beast mode. We're going to dive into what it literally takes to win the day, and more importantly, how to study your own work so you don't just, stay average.
We got to hit this hard right out of the gate. We get one opportunity to come this way. We got one life to live. That is the incredibly high-stakes reality we're dealing with here. Life is just way too short to make excuses. Listen, no one is going to build the future you want for you. If you want a genuinely special life, you've got to do special things. And yeah, that means putting in the grueling work and actually figuring out how to love it.
So I want you to confront this question head-on right now. Are you tired of this version of yourself? Seriously, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect conditions, stop waiting for a handout, and definitely stop hiding under that warm, cozy blanket of excuses. You have to kill off your complacency. To tap into your phenomenal potential, you have to be willing to sacrifice the person you used to be, because the old you, it just can't survive the new season you're trying to enter.
Now, pain is inevitable. It's completely unavoidable, for sure. But here's the crazy empowering part. You actually get to choose your pain. You've got two options. You can choose the pain of discipline, which is the pain of growth, building new skills, and hitting the books when you are just completely exhausted. Or you can choose the pain of regret, the pain of stagnation and endless excuses. You've got to pick your pain. If you're going to hurt anyway, make sure it's because you're building your legacy and heading toward a massive payoff.
Okay, so how do we actually choose discipline in the real world? Well, it starts literally the second you wake up. Enter the 5-second rule. When that alarm goes off and your brain immediately starts negotiating, oh, I'm not ready yet, just 5 more minutes, maybe 15, you have to shut down every single one of those negative thoughts in 5 seconds flat. Before your brain can even build a solid excuse to stay in bed, you have to act on your impulse. You don't wait. You rise and you grind.
All right, moving right along to Section 1, the playbook. Work on your work. It's time to shift gears from pure motivation to the actual nitty-gritty mechanics of being a phenomenal student.
Let's break down 3 absolute must-do steps for bumping up your performance. Step 1, study your work. You've got to stop letting your teachers or your bosses be the only ones studying what you do. You need to become your own performance coach. Step 2, critique your work. Really examine it, measure it. You can't reach the next level if you can't honestly and objectively measure exactly where you are right now. You absolutely must be your own toughest critic. And finally, step 3, reflect on your work. Take a step back and really chew on how and why you do what you do.
This crucial point really comes down to a super powerful sports analogy. Think about the difference between Dirk Nowitzki and LeBron James right after they each won a championship. After Dirk won, his stats, we're talking assists, rebounds, scoring, they actually dipped the following year. He got comfortable. But when you look at LeBron James, after he won a title, everything went up. His defense, his shooting percentage, literally everything increased. So the takeaway for the ambitious student, don't relax after a win. Increase your performance and constantly demand way more from yourself.
Which brings us to Section 2, the price of admission, what you must sacrifice. Because honestly, to get that LeBron level of constant improvement, your future is going to be incredibly expensive.
We're going to rapid fire these specific things you have to give up right now. First, your time. You literally can't manifest your future if you're sleeping while the rest of the world sleeps. Next, comfort. Then, like we touched on earlier, past versions of yourself. You also got to toss out fear, pride, and ego. Because let's be real, fear is usually just disguised as practical planning. And finally, your vices. Social media is specifically called out here, and it's a huge reminder. It's a beautiful servant, but an absolutely terrible master.
To really put this level of sacrifice into perspective, consider this wild anecdote. Imagine you're waking up at 3 a.m. every single day to put in the work. But one day, you wake up, look over at the clock, and it says 2:45 a.m. The average person inside of you is going to say, well, technically I have 15 more minutes, just pull the covers back over. But the phenomenal version of you knows that giving even an inch to comfort ruins the entire grind. Going back to sleep for those 15 minutes, it pushes back the dream. You have to get up right then and there.
And that hits on a really harsh truth. Comfort is essentially the exact equivalent of complacency.
If you make the mistake of thinking you're supposed to be comfortable 24/7, you're going to stay exactly where you are forever. Complacency stops you from taking calculated risks, from dreaming big, and from building your life. It is literally the absolute enemy of the academic hustler.
Okay, Section 3, the cash out, meeting your future self. All of this highly uncomfortable sacrifice actually has a distinct, massive destination.
Picture this specific brand of academic anxiety. Your friends are blowing up your phone to go out. Your heart really wants to say yes, but your willpower has to say no. Why? Because Mr. Jones's thermochemistry 3202 ain't no joke. You have to be locked in. If you start missing assignments or bomb a test in the toughest classes, you have very little hope of bouncing back. Passing requires a total, utter lockdown and a complete refusal to cut any corners.
And hey, that is exactly how an academic hustler operates. They put in the brutal time and effort. They ask all the right questions just to make absolutely sure their bases are covered. They ruthlessly eliminate the negative tribe because, yeah, misery loves company, but that misery is not getting their companionship. And above all, they keep their integrity. They walk with character, never take shortcuts, and they make absolute money moves both in and out of the classroom to ensure their future is bright, powerful, and strong.
So I'll leave you with the ultimate question you need to ask yourself right now. If you grind today, you will absolutely shine later. Take a hard look at what you have planned for the next 24 hours. Are you choosing the pain of discipline, or are you settling for the pain of regret? Will your future self thank you for today? Just stare at that question, let it really sink in, and when you're ready, close this tab, get out there, and go execute the day.